Transmitting to you from Old Heart Radio.
Oh, shit. Pass it. That was damn near perfect. Woo! Hello! Oh, God. Hello, once again, you awful, wonderful hot dogs. Let me kick this squeak in my voice. Okay. Buckle up, motherfuckers. That's right. This is an episode of Coffee and Contemplation. I don't know what number it is, so don't ask me off the top of my head. I'm your host, Old Heart, as you know. I am here, sitting down, with a cup of coffee, technically. It is over ice. And I do have... I have a poor man's speedball going here. And I'm here to talk about success, according to the title of the podcast. Thank you. Truly, none of those fake, none of that fake applause should be for me. It should be for everybody out there on the front lines, in hospitals, in emergency positions that do shit for us all the time. That being said, let's transition again away from that. Let's talk about success, people. What the fuck is success? I don't know. I'm not gonna say that I have this answer. I'm gonna reach over here, though, dear listener. You can't see me reaching. You can only hear the difference in audio. But I just picked up the trustworthy Oxford American College Dictionary. It's the closest dictionary I have to me. And we are going to look up the definition of success, which I should have done before this podcast began. But you know, that's airline food for you. You get what you get. Anyway, so success is like, it's just been something that's been on my mind. Like, what is it? What makes success? What the fuck is like there's obviously like, you see like that I don't know. I don't want to call it fake success because it's, poor person calling a rich person unsuccessful, but or calling them fake. But it's like that there's that success where it's like you're a Kardashian, right? Where you've sold out, you've turned your life into as much plastic as you can in order to be successful. And I'm not trying to discredit the amount of money that family has made doing absolute bullshit and just selling products and themselves as celebrities, which they started out not as. I mean, that's the brilliance of what I guess their scheme was that they were nobodies, and they just sort of forced people to pay attention to them over time because they're the father of these young women represented O.J. Simpson, and their current stepdad was a former Olympic athlete, I think. Like, I don't want to discredit Kris Jenner, but I don't know what the fuck she's done. Anyway, this isn't a podcast about the Kardashians per se. This is a podcast about success, which I am still currently looking up in this goddamn dictionary. Dictionaries are huge. When's the last time you actually tried to look through one, dear hot dog? I defy you. Pick up your dictionary. Don't just use the internet. Pick up your damn dictionary and feel the weight of all those fucking words. God damn it. It is intense. Success. I've been looking in the wrong direction. It's been a while since I've used a damn dictionary, dear listener. But anyway, so success is, like I said, it's been something that's been weighing on my mind. And I don't know. Like, I find success to be probably different than your definition and probably different than this definition. Maybe. Anyway, success, according to the Oxford Dictionary, is the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. So, the accomplishment of an aim or purpose is success. Applying that to life, what does that mean? I can say that I have successfully kept Old Heart Radio going since its inception, which is remarkable to me, at least. I would count that as a success, but that doesn't mean shit to anybody, right? Except for me, and that's okay. Like I take pride in that, and let's see, financial success. Do I have financial success? Hell no, I do not have financial success. And by that, I guess I mean comfortably living. Yeah, I suppose I live comfortably for whatever purpose that is, but I don't make a comfortable amount of money for a living, I guess is what I'm getting at. This podcast doesn't pay me shit, dear listener. Which reminds me, hey, shout outs to Oatly. I know Dr. Oatly, one of you, is probably listening. I don't know if there's a Dr. Oatly, maybe. One of you at Oatly is probably listening. Your product's delicious. These podcasts are delicious. Let's pair up. Shit! Shout outs to everybody listening. Hot dogs, you're amazing. You are successful. Remember that. Shout outs to friends and family, as always, putting up with my guff, putting up with my junk. And shout outs to, like I said, Oatly. Come on, man. Just give us some free oat milk. Actually, you know what? This is the truth. My older brother, shout outs to him. He's launching his own oat milk company out of Denver, Colorado. I'm fucking proud of him. That's amazing shit. That is that will be a success once it's up on its feet and running and moving. Like, that's awesome. That it will be a project to accomplish. But anyway, back to success. So I feel like it has different meanings. Maybe not different definition. It has different meanings to every individual. You know what I mean? Sure, you have maybe shared goals that you work towards that you eventually, hopefully, succeed in. But success can be looked at in so many wrong ways. Like, I don't know. Like, you can look at people like Kanye West, who just did a ridiculous podcast with Joe Rogan where he just ranted the entire time. And then he didn't rant, excuse me. Kanye West made it a point to call his rants like symphonies or some shit like that. He's successful by financial definition, but he doesn't seem, his mental doesn't seem to be stable. And he doesn't, I mean, maybe he's accomplishing goals that he wants, and that makes him successful in his right. I guess what I'm trying to get at is success is it's like one of those weird fluid things where, I may not look successful to anybody that walks into the cafe and orders a fucking latte from me, because to them all I am is, some schlub who works for an hourly wage that makes lattes for a fucking living at the age of 32. And they can, I know that's insanely specific, but I feel like people judge me like that all day. But they don't look at me like where my successes are. And they don't know me where I see success in myself. And at the same time, when I'm judging them for being overtly fake tanned and smelling like absolutely too much cologne and too much perfume, and the fact that they don't know how to fucking order a drink correctly makes them the third stupidest person I know today. Makes those people, I don't know what makes those people successful to them, you know what I mean? And so it's I can't judge everybody. It's just been bouncing around my head lately. I just don't want to judge people. Look at this success or successful person or unsuccessful person. Like, everybody has goals that they're trying to achieve, and once you achieve them, you are successful, whether other people recognize it or not. And I think that, dear hot dogs, is important to know. Is to know that you don't need the judgment of other people, the approval of other people to be successful, right? And that's where I was kind of trying to make that point. Celebrity seems to like be that thing these days, especially with like things like influencers, where it's like you just want to reflect success rather than being successful. And those people in turn look to that as this is what successful looks like, instead of looking at what successful looks like to them. And that's a slippery slope, man, because you should be proud of what you do in your own life. And that's hard. Like, I was talking to my younger brother, and I had to tell him, like, one of those hard things you have to realize is that you have to be the priority in your life. And that sets you up with the best mentality to achieve success for yourself, you know? In whatever region that is. Like, I count myself successful in the fact that I have a beautiful relationship with a beautiful woman that only continues to grow. And like I said, I've been holding down this creative project for so long that continues to grow. And I continue to grow as a person, I think, in my own right. And I count those all as successes. And again, I'm not financially successful, dear listener. This podcast does not pay for itself. In fact, I pay money to make podcasts. But I still count this thing as a success. I still count my life as a success, and I think that you should too. I think that everybody should look forward to getting up and achieving what they want and what they know they can out of every day and moment that they have. And I try, I fall, we all fall and fail. I am especially right there with you, dear listener, but I try to get up and still maintain my course and my path for success. Like, I want Old Heart Radio to be 10 years old. I told myself that, and I am on track with that. I want to be in a long-term relationship with a beautiful German woman. The German thing maybe is just happenstance, but she is beautiful. And I have that. And next, who knows what will be achieved? And that is what I'm trying to say to you. Go out there and use your brain for good every day. Every day is a great day to ripen up your coconut and reaffirm to yourself that you are a successful person for getting to where you are. And you will continue to be successful no matter how far you fall, how hard it is. You will earn and you will accomplish. So go out there. Find us on Instagram at Old Heart Radio and on Twitter at Old Heart in Space. Shout outs to Oatly. You're the best oat milk, but my brother's coming for you. And keep your stick on the ice.